Okay, here we're going to do some HDR processing in Lightroom, which is a lot easier than doing it in Photoshop. It gives you some more options and it's a little easier to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab 3 images, one over, one under, one normal, and I'm going to go up here to Photo and I'm going to say Photo Merge. There are 2 categories specifically set up just for this. Now you could go in here to Photoshop and do the same thing. Merge to Panorama, merge to HDR Pro, that type of thing. But I'm going to go right to HDR. And hopefully it will start creating a HDR preview. I'm not going to use any kind of deghosting at all because I know that these were shot on a tripod and more than likely they were pretty well lined up. So far, I only have to do a little bit of monkeying around with the image afterwards, and I've gotten pretty good results with it, even though they don't look the same all the time. But this one looks pretty good, and I'm going to say merge. And Lightroom seems to work faster than it does in Photoshop too, or as well, I should say. This image is going to require a little bit of darkening up, but I don't know. I think it's going to come out pretty well. It's creating the HDR image right now. Overall, I think for photographers, Lightroom is far superior because there's so many different things you can do that work well. All right, so I think this is our image right here, although I can't tell. I think this is it. All right, so I'm going to hit D just for develop. Go over here and you can see that it's already been, oops, it's a little bit too much. Let's bring it back a little bit and go up here to, and I'm going to crop it up a little bit. Get rid of some of the extraneous stuff on the outside. I'm going to get rid of these branches up here and over here. You see they got the Fibonacci curve in there. So this is what the image looks like. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some things. And the adjustment brush is a good opportunity to do a little bit of burning in up here like this. And the cool thing about the brushes is I get to take a look and see what I missed. All right, so I missed up here, I missed over here. So what this allows me to do is I can change the color temperature. I can do anything I want. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to darken it up a little bit. And that's it. But what I could do is I could change a lot of things. You can see how many things you can change with doing spot adjustments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another one over here. I'm just going to try and open this up a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. Whoop, that's too much. But as you can see, I've opened that up so that you can now see it. So that is HDR in Lightroom. As you can see, it's much faster and it gives you a lot more opportunity to mess around with things. So I like that one. Maybe got a little bit of a problem up here. I'm not sure what that's from, but I can very easily fix that. Just going like this a little bit. What does that do? Yep, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to over here. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. Backwards. Here we are. That looks more normal. There we go. All right, so that is HDR in Lightroom.